What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we are reviewing Wonder Woman 1984. This one came out yesterday and stars Gal Gadot and Chris Pine. Now, before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can get notified for every video. And let's just start. Let's start talking about the good. So, all the actors and actors in this film, they are very good. Of course, you have Gal Gadot, Kristen Wiig, Pedro Pascal, and you also have Chris Pine returning as Steve Trevor. Pedro Pascal, he plays Maxwell Lord. He is fantastic as the villain. I really liked his motivation for what he was doing, and that adds to the emotional factor of the film as you progress into the third act. The story is also not bad. Could have been better, but it was a good enough story. So the writing I thought was okay. The action sequences, of course, are very well done. The only problem with some of them is mainly the ones in the third act, which I'll get to later. But the action sequences in the rest of the film, I thought they were pretty good. One sequence, which was the White House sequence, as well as the truck sequence, I thought they were very good. The White House sequence, I'll talk about later. Hans Zimmer's score is phenomenal. This is just an awesome score. It makes you feel the emotions during some sequences, as well as make you feel excited about the action sequences. And I liked his score more in this film than the original Wonder Woman, because it's just bigger and better. So Hans Zimmer's score is once again phenomenal. The fish out of water sequences with, of course, Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, and Gal Gadot, Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman. Of course, now Steve Trevor is in the 1980s. He's in 1984, and Gal Gadot knows what she's doing now. She's been here for 40 years, whatever, but he hasn't. So I just thought the fish out of water role reversals were pretty good, and it delivers some funny sequences within this film. The invisible jet sequence, I thought it looked great. Patty Jenkins did a great job with that sequence. I was a little hesitant about what they were going to do with that, but that sequence was entertaining. The third act, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed the fight sequence. Diana Prince versus Cheetah, it was entertaining. It could have been better. The lighting could have been better. It could have been brighter, because you can't really see all that well during that final battle between Wonder Woman and Cheetah, but I guess it's enjoyable enough. The ending sequence I thought was pretty good, and there is also a post-credit sequence, which I will not spoil, but I thought that was a really good post-credit sequence. Now let's move on to the bad. So a lot of the sequences in this film are just very slow and drag, mainly in that second act, because the first act was really, really well done. The mascara, the basically Amazonian Olympics, that sequence is awesome. But the second act does drag on a lot, but I guess once you get into the third act, it picks up a bit, but the second act drags on. And a lot of the sequences feel like many sequences we've seen before in previous superhero films. There's always this one guy who wants to make everything powerful. He wants everything to be better. Why can't life be better and all that stuff? So some of the sequences feel like sequences that we've seen before, but I kind of enjoyed those sequences because Pedro Pascal does a great job with his sequences. And also another thing, that elixir of life thing, whatever that thing is, I liked it for Pedro Pascal's character, but I would have preferred if it was the elixir of life, whatever, and Pedro Pascal's character, and just them, well, them, but the stone and his character, instead of the stone, his character, and Cheetah, because it's just too much for this film. It's 2.5 hours, and to me, I don't care about runtimes, but when you're jam packing a whole bunch of story elements and characters into one film, it just makes for it's just too much. Cheetah should not have been in this film. She should have been saved for another film. Um, so I thought that Maxwell Lord should have been the main villain, but oh well. Um, that's about it. Wonder Woman 1984 is entertaining. If you like the first one, you might like this one, but don't set your expectations too high because it is not as good as the first one. So I'm gonna give Wonder Woman a B minus because it's entertaining, not the best, not the worst, could have been way better. So a B minus is my final grade. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can get notified for every video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.